So hi everyone. In today's session, let us understand the basics of staircases. The reason why I'm talking about this is one of the most debated topics, and many people or clients actually come to architects, designers, or just Vastu consultants to understand whether a staircase can be placed in the zone or not. Because there's so many theories revolving around it. There's so many Google or so many just websites describing it, but nobody actually knows how to approach staircases in a designing aspect or a logistic. So in today's session, let us understand the basic of how staircases are actually considered. And probably, of course, in the future sessions, you'll be able to understand which are the right zones and which are the not so good zones to place staircases. But today is only going to deal with introduction to how staircases are dealt as per Vastu. All right. So let us understand with a basic thing. When you see the picture over here, what do you understand in a staircase? So in a design perspective, the only thing a staircase predominantly does is help a person move vertically from one floor to another. So the movement from two floors is what is helped with a staircase, right? So a staircase and even a lift sometimes if you want to move it, but staircase is something that is predominantly seen many places and economically also feasible compared to a lift. So many people want to understand where the placement of a staircase is, right? So let me tell you firstly, in Vastu, we divide staircases as per two laws. Okay, one is based on a clockwise run staircase and the other one is based on an anti-clockwise run staircase. Now, how do you actually differentiate between a clockwise and an anti-clockwise run staircases? It is as simple as what you actually say. Basically, a anti-clockwise staircase is basically any staircase that has a run in an anti-clockwise way. Okay, is what we call as an anti-clockwise staircase. The movement of a staircase or the functionality of a staircase remains the same where you're moving between two floors, that is from the lower floor to the upper floor, is when we're actually considering it. Okay. The second thing that we discussed about was a clockwise staircase. So again, the functionality remains the same when there is a movement between two floors, when you're probably moving from the lower floor to the upper floor, we can consider this is a clockwise staircase when the run of the stairs itself or the threads of the stairs are actually in a clockwise manner. So this is the best example to showcase a clockwise staircase run. Now, from this, what do we actually understand? One, we understand the direction at which it's turning is in a clockwise way. Similarly, for an anti-clockwise, it's the anti-clockwise run. But how exactly does this affect a staircase's run or positioning or actual effect of it on Vastu? And which amongst the two, either clockwise or anti-clockwise, is best suited to keep in a space? Let us understand that today. Now, since we have understood what exactly a clockwise staircase or a clockwise run staircase and an anti-clockwise run staircase does, let us try to understand what the theory behind this is. Let us understand first based on a screw theory to understand the staircase run theory. Okay, when you consider a normal screw, okay, so what happens is if you have a screw and you try to basically loosen the screw, what happens? You move the screw in an anti-clockwise direction. So the screw loosens up. But when you move in a clockwise direction, the screw tightens more. So the logistic behind this is when you're tightening the screw, you're basically reducing the kind of energies that are entering or the kind of energy in that particular space. But when you're moving in an anti-clockwise way, when you're loosening up the screw, you're increasing the amount of energy flow and you're increasing the energies in the space. So this is how we actually differentiate between using the screw theory for an anti-clockwise run and a clockwise run. So before we touch upon what exactly are the best placements of having either an anti-clockwise or a clockwise staircase in different zones, I'm going to give for the first time a assignment for all of you all to work on. Go to multiple different areas of not just your house, but either apartment buildings or just independent houses, residential, commercial spaces, anything at all. Identify what kind of staircases it's located in, and if you're able to understand how exactly it's impacting the space, if you're able to see that, for example, a commercial space, you have access to it, just identify what is going on in that space. Are they getting good commercial footfall of people? Is there good sales happening? And later we'll try to break down in the future classes how exactly it's impacting and whether the zones at which it is placed is good or not. But this is just a quick task that you guys can do, but this is basically what I want to explain in terms of basics of staircases. So that is about it for today's session.